Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we've been discussing this great mantra for a couple days from different perspectives. We discussed this mantra in the most, I would say, approaching an understanding of the very intimate moods of Sri Radha for Krishna. So this mantra is two personalities, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, Sri Radha, Sri Krishna. And Krishna is calling to Radha, Radha is calling to Krishna. Ultimately, this mantra is a love song, but on a transcendental sphere. And from that reality, it is manifesting here to us as a gift for us to achieve liberation, to free the mind. Mantra frees the mind, but to go even beyond that, understanding these are actually not lesser results, almost like insignificant results. There's so many processes you can take to achieve freedom from stress and anxiety. There's so many processes you can do. This Mahamantra, it gives you such a great result that these things are considered very trivial in comparison. It gives you liberation from samsara, gives you all these things, but it gives you in the ultimate reality an access, a window, and beyond that, a doorway, and beyond that, entrance into the most intimate relationship between the Absolute in this exchange of love. Said God and the soul and the Supreme Source, His divine energy, Sri Radha. And so this mantra is their love song in sound form. It means it's their love manifest in the form of sound. If you were to tell the story of their love in a mantra, this is the Mahamantra. Right? If the mantra, this Hare Krishna mantra, it's this, because ultimately, how can you explain love? You can write books and books and books, but you could write thousands of pages and you're still limiting it to those thousands of pages. So in other words, you put all of the sweetness and the intimacy and the profundity and the glory of your love in a simple mantra that has no limit. Right? Is it limited? Oh, 16 words, 32 syllables. It's limited? No, it's unlimited. This mantra is unlimited. You could write a 20,000 page book and you'd be limiting the glory of this love. So rather than do that, all of that love of the heart of Radha and Krishna is all contained in this form of transcendental sound. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All the explanations of this mantra by all the great saints who have realized this, all describe it as this essential love of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. And they describe the banks of the river of love, which is meeting and separation. And so the pairs of the name appear together and apart, as love does, in separation and in meeting. And so it's something, therefore, that our great saints, they will meditate their whole life on this mantra. Why? Because it's unlimited. And they're always realizing newer and newer meanings, sweeter and sweeter pastimes of the divine couple. And so this mantra is like a doorway and a pathway into the divine realm. And so you're chanting it, but really, what are you doing by chanting it? You're becoming present in that abode with them. In the highest state that you can achieve in this body, that means you will realize the ultimate perfected form in your heart through grace and through your practice, and then you'll be present. Not in the past time. It's not past tense, it's past time. Past time is different than past tense. Past time means happening now, always, forever. In English, we say past time because it means to enjoy and to play without a sense of duty or work. These people, they're just enjoying pastimes. But it means, in Sanskrit, we say lila. Lila is it's a sweeter word. Pastime, very English. To explain the play of God. Pastime. Pastime, it happened before. No, when we are chanting this mantra, we are not meditating on Krishna's pastimes. Krishna appeared, he performed this. No. That's how it's appearing in this reality. What is this reality? Right? Flesh and stone and earth and past, present, and future. This is very limited understanding. What is going on now? This mantra gives you access into that realm. Ultimately, that is our aspiration, right? To achieve samadhi, that means to be fully absorbed in your divine transcendental form, serving the divine couple, and present with them in that moment that is eternal, that moment that is ever fresh, that moment that is described to be like a spring, an eternal spring of loving lila. And so therefore we are chanting this mantra. This mantra is therefore the sacred mantra from which all the poetry of all our saints can manifest. And really there's no ending to it. There's no complete songbook. Jai Radharaman. Same with Thakurji, same with the Didi. Why? How many Didis can you make? How many pastimes do they have? How many Leelas do they have? You can make a Didi for every moment in their love, in their exchanges, in their experiences? No, so you make one. By meditating on them, and by serving them, then you can gain entrance into that dynamic realm where every moment is new. That's real life, right? When we are living life in this kind of cyclical life, we do this. No, dynamic spiritual life is ever fresh, ever new. So we are chanting this mantra to enter into that state and to understand it in that way. We don't want to understand it simply as this kind of tool or mechanism or designed sound artifact that helps us gain some kind of equilibrium, designed by man, used by man for man's purpose. No, this is something that is being bestowed as the sound incarnation of the Godhead, as a way to attract the souls to their true homeland, the spiritual land. We're all spirit, we're all soul. So if soul is higher than matter, why do we think that the material realm is our real home? What is higher, spirit or matter? Consciousness or matter? Okay, if consciousness is higher, then why is consciousness only, this is our eternal home, matter? But consciousness is higher? So this mantra is a call to say, oh, you are spirit, I'm spirit. This mantra is the sound form of the spirit. Come to the spirit. And in the meantime, no problem, be in this world. So we're going to hear different explanations of this mantra, but meditate on it, not as this is not complete, is not incomplete and not complete. You cannot complete. It said, Hari Ananta, Hari Kata Ananta. God is complete, but that does not mean you can define God and be complete in your definition. Right? You can say God is this and this and this and this and done. With this stupid mind box, you don't have the words to define it. You don't have the intelligence to define it. You don't have the capacity to define it. So therefore, what do? We practice mantra, we practice meditation, we practice yoga, we practice kirtan. Then we don't have to define it. We can realize it. They say one of the qualities of Maya is that we're always trying to define and box in things. Measure and define. This is it. This is it. This is not it. What do we know what is and not is not? And even if we were to say, this is it, this is not it, are we saying that or are we realizing it? Right? This is an instrument, this is a microphone. Do we understand it on the subatomic level? Do we understand it on the quantum level? Do we understand it on the cosmic? On what level are we saying this is it, this is it, this is it? So this Mahamantra is complete. That means when we realize it, and the secret is that when you realize it, you don't even worry anymore about defining it. Once you realize this love, you're no longer trying to measure it and, it's like a scientist. We're trying to mix it in this and this and this and this. For example, they say when love manifests in the highest love, bhakti ras, then it's some mixture of this, some mixture of this. They give a scientific analysis. Sattvik, Vyabhichari, Anubhav, Vibhav, all these different, there's transitory emotions, there's fixed emotions. Some are rising like waves, and some are fixed like the depths of the ocean. But when you're in the moment of that love, you're no longer a scientist of love. Oh, now I'm having this emotion. Mixed a little bit with this, and this, and this, and this. So when you realize it, then you're no longer interested in realizing it. Because the faculty of the mind is now we're trying to measure and calculate. When the heart is activated, what is the use of that calculation? You can look at it in this world. When you get the flow state, right? You don't know what you're doing or how you're doing it. You're just in that, right? So we're trying to realize God and achieve God and do this and do that. No, we just want to be in love. And that ultimately, that's why they say the great saints, whether they've never written a word or read a word in their life, they know everything. We have some of our great teachers. One of our great teachers, he was the guru of the greatest scholar and writer in India. And he himself was illiterate. And actually, when this great scholar came to him to accept initiation, the illiterate man said, "No, what can I teach you? You know everything." And he said, "Oh, now I understand. It's a great teaching. I know everything. What is my knowledge? Useless." He said, "No, I don't know anything." He said, "Okay, then you can be with me." What is knowledge? Now I know this and this and this. Why? It was told to me, I read it somewhere. But when you know God, is it knowledge or is it relationship? What's the difference? When we read Vedanta Sutra, our guru in India, he would say, Vedanta, everyone wants to understand. Vedanta, Upanishad, this, that. How many different texts have you read? Do you understand Tibetan Buddhism? Do you understand this one and that one? Have you studied 1,000 books? Have you read 1,000 books yet? Oh, he's only read 995. Useless person. No knowledge. Our Gokshadas Babaji Maharaj would say, Bekar, useless. Our Rup Goswami, he said, Bahunan, why wasting time reading thousands of books? What is it gaining you? You're carrying them on your back like a donkey? All this knowledge making you proud? So the point is that we want to learn one thing and practice it in your life and then experience something, realize something. And realization means engagement. When I was just in India a few weeks ago, someone was asking my guru, what does it mean to surrender to God? Sharanagati. What does it mean to surrender to God? And he said, surrender is not something you do in the past and you say, I surrender to God. No. Surrender is your breathing moment, your living moment. What am I doing now in my relationship with God? How am I serving in my community in this moment? That is surrender. That is realization. Experience, practical engagement. That is real Sharanagati. That's why the highest level of surrender is actually, again, Shirada, because she has surrendered all attachment, even to her own pleasure, her own happiness, that my existence is only to serve and please my beloved. And then Krishna says, I am reciprocating with all my devotees. My existence is only to please and serve my beloved. And then they're in this transcendental competition, going higher and higher and higher, serving and pleasing and engaging in their divine love. So how can we understand this mantra? We understand from this perspective. Now we can start to understand from this perspective. But this is not understanding. It should encourage us to practice, to be engaged in the practice of chanting this. Because by doing the process of mantra, yoga, meditation, in however you can, in a kirtan chant, on your own, when you wake up, 1, 2 mantras, many other mantras, many powerful mantras. But this mantra is recommended in this age to give all deliverance. And beyond deliverance, like the general understanding is that this gives deliverance. But all the explanations are talking about the love of the divine couple. All the explanations say, oh, it's God and His beloved and their exchange of love. So we'll read a few explanations here. Hare means, this is now by Gopal Guru Goswami, great teacher in Jagannath Puri, and one of the disciples, followers of Lord Chaitanya, who Mahaprabhu also gave that title, you are Guru, when he was a young boy. So at first he's saying this first Hare, now from our perspective. Before we were talking about it from Radharani's perspective. Now from our perspective, he's saying, oh Lord, my mind is so absorbed in this world, in all this illusory life. So you are God, I'm praying. Hari means you may steal away. Please steal away my mind. What does that mean? It means attract my heart and mind. This is theft. To steal the mind means to capture the heart. So please capture my heart and thus deliver me from worldly bondage. So deliverance is included. Yes? But our process of bhakti is, instead of simply doing the different, like we were talking about last night, we can do so many different exercises, so many different activities, asana, kriya, pranayam, and all these things, but for what aim? So simply by this mantra, deliverance is achieved, but how? Because the heart is stolen by God. The heart is attracted by God. So you see these love-immersed saints. They're already delivered. It's said in the scripture, simply meditate on God and you'll achieve deliverance. Develop that mood of love. So simply because the first one we're saying, Hare, oh, please capture my heart, steal my heart. You're so attractive, you're so beautiful. And immediately, deliverance is assured. Ante Hare Smriti. At the end, at the beginning, you should remember God. Krishna. What does this mean? Oh, much chittam akarshaya. Krishna means to attract. Please attract my mind. Hare. Hey Hare Swamadhuryena much chittam hara. Oh Hari, please capture my heart. Again, right? Verse 3. Steal my mind. Why? Steal my mind means? But stealing is necessary in the first time. God is a thief. Why? It's like He's a thief stealing us out of prison. We're in prison, but God is the thief who comes, like in the story of the Bhagavatam, Krishna kidnaps Rukmini. But she was praying, please, kidnap me. So is He a thief? He would say, I'm not a thief. Why are you calling me a thief? You're begging for me to come and take you. So why am I a thief? But He has to be a thief sometimes because we make that promise, we make that prayer, and then when the moment comes, standing at the altar, we run away. So I tell people, oh, we're at the altar, sitting at the altar, standing at the altar, and don't leave God waiting at the altar. Just get married. That means chant this mantra and make your relationship fixed. You should steal my heart, steal my mind, capture my mind with the sweetness of your name, form, and lila. Swamadhuryena means the sweetness of your own beautiful qualities. Oh Hare. Hey Krishna, Swabhakta Dvara Bhajana Jnana Dhanena Machchittam Shodaya. O Krishna, please send me the association of your devotees who will purify my mind through their teachings about bhakti. It's a very good instruction. Why my mind is so crazy? You steal my mind, but then I'm always fighting to get it back. No. I'm suffering, but I'm happy suffering. This is the paradox of material life. I don't want to try a different option. So Krishna, please send me your association of your devotees. This is the second Krishna. Krishna, please, Swabhakta Dvara, your devotees, they will give me relation with you. Hey Krishna, Nama Rupa Guna Liladishu Manishtam Kuru. This is the first explanation in relation to us. So we're chanting with this. Otherwise, we were talking the other day, we're praying, and we're chanting and praying to assist Sri Radha in her meeting with Krishna. Assist to help remove her separation. We are qualified for that. Therefore, we should pray from our position. I am suffering, lost in the ocean of illusion, samsara. Please give me unflinching faith in your name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Shraddha, faith. First association, then faith arises. Both is essential. Hey Krishna, ruchir bhavatu me. Give me a taste for your name, form, qualities, and lila. Hey Hare, nija seva yogya mam kuru. It's progressing. Make me worthy to engage in your service. What does it mean to be worthy to engage in that loving service? Hey Hare svasevam adeshaya. Now we are praying to Sri Radha. Please engage me directly in your service. Order me personally in the seva you wish me to perform. That means kinkari bhav. Means of the 11 characteristics of the Atma, the soul, one is agya, to receive instruction. We think, in this world, we think this is very painful, right? We won't go too much longer. Someone tells me what to do. We don't want that. But in the highest realm, if Sri Radha or Krishna is asking you, not asking you to do something, some chore, can you help tie my ankle bell? Some very sweet service. Can you help me make a garland for Krishna? In that kind of instruction, there's so much sweetness. It means, agya means acceptance. Instruction means acceptance. You're mine. I accept you. So therefore they give instruction. Hey Hare Swaprishtena Saha Swabishta Lilam Shravaya. O Hara Sri Radha, talk to me about your favorite Leela with the Supreme Lord. This last is very sweet. Right? We're praying here, so now we're very quickly going to a very high stage. That we're praying here while chanting the mantra to the divine couple, and we're praying on one side to Sri Radha and the next time to Sri Krishna. Oh Sri Radha, please tell me your favorite pastimes, your favorite leelas with Krishna. How high is the conception, right? Here we think, what is that? Is that real? Is this that? But this is not something written down casually. This is something realized and experienced. And the prayers, because we were talking about this last night, right? Tell me the prayer, and I'll tell you how evolved your consciousness is. What is your prayer? So look at this prayer. Oh Hare, please tell me your favorite pastimes, your favorite Leela with Krishna. And then we pray to Krishna in his name Ram. Oh, please tell me about your favorite Leela with Sri Radha. How sweet, right? You chant the mantra, then meditate like this. He Hare Swaprishtena Saha Swabishta Lilam Dharshaya. Oh Sri Radha, please show me your intimate Leela with Sri Krishna. Please give me a darshan, give me an audience with your most intimate pastimes. Hey Ram, Nama Rupa Guna Lila Smaranadishu Mam Yojaya. Oh Ram, please engage me in hearing. What we're doing, hearing, repeating, remembering your beautiful name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Now this seems like some kind of lesson, some kind of teaching. But when you're actually seeing that form, you want to see the form of God, we're praying. It sounds, okay, let's see the form of God, right? No, we're praying, oh, let me see your form. I want to see your form. I want to see your activities. I want to know about you. I want to know about your qualities. Right? So we get lost in the kind of mundaneness of life, but actually it's such a high prayer. Oh, name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Name, form, qualities, and pastimes. No, I want to know your name. Not like, oh, someone told me your name. I want you to tell me your name. I want to see your form with these eyes. I want to understand your qualities. I want to experience your lila. This is the prayer. Hey Ram, tatra mam nija seva yogyam kuru. O Ram, as I enter into those pastimes, now I am becoming more audacious. I don't want to just know about them. I want to be participating with you in them. In my heart. O Lord, as I enter into those lila by the path of meditation, we know, like, for example, we have one teacher in India. He hasn't left a building for 6 years. People think, so strange. But he's very active there, cooking 2-3 times a day, talking with people, helping. They say, don't you get bored at the same building? Imagine you're in this building for 6 years, not going out. No, he's absorbed in meditation. The soul is experiencing plenty of variety. This world is limited. What can you experience in this world? Okay, you walk outside, you see. I remember driving across the US a few times. It's like every town you go to, it's like red light, yellow light, green light, stop sign. You know, the same stores for the most part, little different natural terrain. But for the most part, it's like, there's a limit to your experience in this kind of mundane world. But that's external. But the love you can experience with your community, with your family, that's sweetness. So we're praying for that kind of experience. And we have our teachers who are like that. They can be very happy, chanting, meditating, serving, not being lazy, but really, they don't have very much external stimulation. Why? Because the heart is stimulated. You don't need external stimulation. To the power of their samadhi. It said that by the power of the samadhi of these saintly persons, that, like it said, 100 miles around them is surcharged by the power of their relation with God. Hey Hare mam svangi kritya ramasva. Oh Hari, please accept me. Accept me, and you should take pleasure from the service that I offer you. Said service means it's pleasing to the object of worship. So we think service is ringing a bell and offering and waving an item. That is service. But our mood should be, is this pleasing you? And the mood is what pleases. In bhakti, it's the mood that is pleasing. What is your mood? If your mood is good, then it's inevitable that your activity will become good. In the beginning, you may make mistakes, but that's not the point. The mood is good. It will become good. So this is a perspective. This is from our perspective. But this is an introduction. Then Gopal Guru continues. Oh, Krishnasya mano haretiti hara radha tasya sambodhane he hare. Oh Radhe, you are known as Hara because you are stealing the heart of your beloved. So we are praying Krishna steals our heart, but she, his beloved, is stealing his heart. This is our conception of God. Seems like a strange thing, right? God is in love with his beloved and they're always absorbed in their loving affairs. And he delegates roles and responsibilities to demigods to administer affairs. There's no time. He's on a permanent vacation. Our God is the God who's on permanent vacation. No email, no fax, no telegram, no social media, nothing. Permanent vacation. Forever and ever. It said that any expansion of Krishna, any avatar, is not the original Krishna. That's according to our scripture, not just like, okay, according to the scripture, it said any avatar, Ram, Vishnu, Kalki, any of the 10 avatars, those are like secondary manifestations, not the original Krishna. Original Krishna is on permanent vacation, only playing in Vrindavan. His only duty is to love. That means it's like if you were to think, like you as a person, right? If you could do exactly what you want to be doing all the time forever, that is God. And with those you love the most, your own expansions. It said that ultimately God is one, right? So it said that he appears, right, to engage in his loving experience. But in that highest realm, in his highest realm, he's just experiencing that in different features, with his beloved in the romantic love, with his parents in the paternal love, with his friends in the fraternal love. That's the main three. With his friends, with his parents, with his beloveds, permanent vacation, as he likes. So here he's saying this is now meditating on their Leela. Radha is still in his mind, so we call out to her, O Hare, O Radhe. Krishna Radhaya mana karshatiti Krishna tasya sambodhane he Krishna. O Krishna, your name is Krishna. It means to attract, because you attract the heart and the mind of your beloved Sri Radha. Therefore I call out to you, O Krishna. So as Gaudiya Vaishnavas in our line, we never think of Krishna directly. Our thoughts of Krishna are always thinking, how is his relation with Sri Radha? See? Not Krishna and me, but, oh, Krishna, Hare, Radha steals your mind. Oh, Krishna, you steal her mind. And then next, Radhaya mana karshatiti, you're stealing her heart. Hare, Krishnasya lokala jadharyadi. Sarvam harititi hara radha tasya sambodhane he Hare. Oh, Radhe, you steal Krishna's sense of public shame. This is one of their pastimes in their permanent vacation. That they arrange that their seniors or their elders will not want them to meet. It's like a game. There's one pastime where Radha Krishna are in the public with all the villagers, with all their friends, with all the society, right? They cannot meet externally. But Krishna will stand in such a way that his shadow and her shadow will be embracing. Right? No one will know. But then she will start to smile, and he will start to smile, and she'll blush. And they have to be careful that they don't look at each other directly, because then people will know. So this is like one of their Leela, right? So it said that, oh, even in that case, Radharani will steal his sense of public shame, and he will lose all self-possession. There's different realms in their Leela. It said that one realm is where they are duly married and everything is like that. But there's even a higher place where even that is not present. Why? Because ultimately that is also one limitation. Love beyond any constraint. Meaning not beyond constraint, but beyond any formal bond. The highest bond of love is beyond a formal bond. It cannot be broken. A formal bond, you can have a divorce. Formal marriage, there's divorce possible. But the bond of love, there's no question of divorce. The eternal bond of love cannot be separated. So it said, according to the Ras theory, according to that philosophy, that is the highest. Krishna Radhaya Lokalajja Dharyadi Sarvam Karshititi Krishna. And Krishna, he is stealing away all Radharani's shame, all her sense of self-possession, all her shyness. Therefore I call out to him, O Lord, O Krishna. Yatra yatra radha tishtati gachati va tatra tatra sa pashyati krishno mam sprishyati. This was written 600 years ago. Balat kanchukika, about 550, 60 years ago. Balat kanchukika dikam sarvam karshati harititi Krishna tasya sambodhane he Krishna. So now he's referring, at this part, this is similar to Raghunath Das Goswami's commentary. That Krishna, wherever Radha is standing, wherever she appears to be going, she's thinking of Krishna, and Krishna is watching and looking, and he is at any moment ready to appear before her and meet with her. Come meet with me. Pull at her clothes. Come be with me. He's pulling at me. So Radharani is praying, oh, Krishna is pulling me. Krishna means that attractor. Right? This is the meaning of Krishna, to attract. So Radharani is saying, Krishna is attracting me by pulling at my cloth. This is the commentary. I call out to him, O Lord, O Krishna. Krishna punar harshatam gamayati vanam karshatiti Krishna tasya sambodhane. Hey Krishna. Oh, then Krishna, he brings Shri Radha and allows her to feel this thrill of excitement as he brings her towards the forest grove, along the path of the Jamuna. I therefore call out, O Krishna. Hare yatra Krishno gachati tishtati va tatra tatra pashyati radha mamagre parshve sarvatra tishtatiti hara tasya sambodhane. Hey Hare. Wherever Krishna goes, wherever he is situated, he sees Shri Radha in front of him, by his side, and all around. This is the ultimate love. Wherever she is, she's thinking of Krishna. Wherever he is, she's thinking of Shri Radha. In this way, she is always causing agitation in his mind. Therefore, she is Radha Hare, always stealing his heart and mind. You see how it's becoming, the reason it's chanting again and again, because it's going deeper and deeper into this. It's like a meditation on love in all its aspects, deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's unlimited. Because with the one, you can expand upon one word forever, or you don't have to say anything at all. Just understand this is the song of their love incarnate form. That's why actually Raghunath Das Goswami says the last words, last time she's saying Ram, she's actually meditating that, oh Krishna, you have become love incarnate. The very incarnation of love. When we chant the Kam Gayatri, said that, oh, Ananga. This Sanskrit word, Ananga, means formless. Why? Because love is omnipresent. That means this divine love and energy is present everywhere. That is God. God is love, love is God, Gurudev would say. That means he becomes present everywhere. How is it present? How is he present everywhere? You look at the thoughts of his beloved. Shri Radha is saying, you are here, everywhere I look, you are present. And then he goes from, so he is in that form. She says, Raghunath Das Goswami says that, oh, Radharani is seeing that Krishna becomes love incarnate. That means Ananga. Cupid. Where is Cupid? Right? It said Cupid is the most dangerous, powerful thing because you don't know where it's going to come from, how it's going to capture you. No form. What does it mean, no form? No, but love becomes embodied. Right? You say, what is love? Is it an emotion? It's a field? It's an energy? It's a wave? It's a particle? Who knows? What is love? Love's a color? Love's a taste? Love's a sound? What is love? What is love? Yes. What is love? Love is painful also. So, the point is that love, no form, but then it takes on form. And where is it coming from? Where is its source? We would say that the source is the form. Love, it's a very mysterious thing. We don't have time to go into that topic. Topic of love, we have to finish soon. But the point here is that Radharani says to Krishna that I see you as love incarnate, and I cannot distinguish between you and love. It's said that in Ram, Ram, Hare, Hare, that one point, the intensity, because this is after now, Krishna has already brought her to the floor. It said that Krishna comes, she runs into the forest, hearing the sound of Krishna's flute. She hears the sound of Krishna's flute and she runs into the forest. And then again it said Krishna. Hare means Krishna's played the flute and then Krishna is attracting. And she runs into the forest and then Krishna appears, Krishna, and then he begins to pull, bring her and then hold her hand and say, come to the forest grove. And then meeting with Krishna said that her mood of love becomes so intense that they no longer can distinguish between each other. This is one explanation. Radha thinks I'm Krishna, Krishna thinks I am Radha. So Radha takes on the masculine role, Krishna takes on the feminine role. And then, again, Krishna takes on his role, Radharani takes on her role. This is called Prem Vivarta. So Radharani is saying Ram, and then Ram Hare Hare. And she says, looking at you, I cannot distinguish between you and love itself. You are Prem. You are love. And so thinking like this, that's why you can chant the mantra and get lost in it, because you meditate on that. Meditate on what does it mean? What is Prem? Like we were chanting before, we chant Om. I said, no, we should chant beyond this. What is that? Prem. Prem means love in Sanskrit. We just chant Prem. Om is also there somehow, right? It said actually some explanations of Om, the same thing. It said Om, Auma means the goddess, the Lord himself, and their embrace. Ma. This is what Om means. Masculine divinity, feminine divinity, and Ma, their kiss. That is the origin of the kiss. The first kiss is Om. Right? What can I do? I'm explaining Mahamantra. Kling is the same thing. Kling is another bij mantra, seed mantra, that's described to come from Krishna's flute. Kling. And it's described that this actually means Radha, Krishna, the soul, and the dot, it means the bindu, is actually described to be the kiss. So what to do? This is not my fault for explaining this. It's there in the scripture. This is the explanation. So, Hare punastam Krishnam harati swastanam abhisharayatiti hara radha tasya sambodhane he hare. She at once steals Krishna away, bring her to her kunj, her flower grove. Thus she is known as Hara. I call out to her, O Radhe, O Hare. Hare Krishnam vanam harati vanam agamayatiti hara radha tasya sambodhane he hare. Hare, she once again steals Krishna away, bring him into the forest. She is thus known as Hara. I call out to her, O Hare. Rama, Ramayati tam narama nirikshana dhinete Ramaha tasya sambodhane he Rama. Sambodhane means to call out. I thus call out Ram. Why? Krishna is known as Ram. Ram means to give pleasure. That's the meaning of Ram, to give pleasure. So he is known as the giver of pleasure with his joking words. This is one of the secondary rasas. Rasa means your relation, your emotion, and the kind of moods that are manifesting. And so one is called hasya, to joke. Right? If you were to define love, you have to include joking within love. That's one of its aspects. What is love without laughter? Right? Is life a comedy or a tragedy? Which side of the coin you want? But in the comedy of life, there must be laughter. So Ram is bringing pleasure with his joking words and his loving glances. Next one, we're almost finished. Hare tat kalikam daryavalambanadikam krishnasya haratiti hara radha. O Hare, Shri Radha robs Krishna of his momentary self-control. So sometimes in her presence, she is able to control himself for a moment, but then that is broken by the power of Shri Radha. She is thus known as Hara. I call out to her. Rama, chumbanastana karshana linganadi biramate iti ramaha tasya sambodhane he Rama. So we'll stop with this. The rest of the Ram Ram Hare Hares, Hare Krishna. Very sweet. Describes Krishna's rasa dance, his meeting with Sri Radha, and how she's bringing all happiness and delight. So this is Gopal Guru Goswami's, why time is short, but Gopal Guru Goswami gives very sweet explanations. Raghunath Das Goswami gives very sweet explanations. Srila Jiva Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's explanation is Shikshastakam, his 8 prayers that describe the entire evolution of the soul. This is not something required. People can chant this and gain many kinds of benefits. Right? This sacred mantra is very pleasing to them because it reminds them of their love. That's the idea. So you can chant this mantra and get benefit on so many levels. But this is helping us understand the conception of this Mahamantra is that it's the sound incarnation of their form of their love and their experience of their love and the pastimes of their love in all its manifestations of love. Sometimes Shri Radha is sitting alone, meditating on this and remembering all of their Leela, ever present. So it's all the manifestations of love, all the experiences of love, all the emotional, you could say, like the tidal waves rising higher and higher. You imagine a wave that's always rising, that emotion. And then, then it will crash and it will come up. So everything is there. And so chanting it is very pleasing to both of them. If you understand, we understand God as both divine, feminine, and masculine together, Krishna, Radha. So chanting this mantra, the names of his beloved pleases him, hearing the names of her beloved pleases her. So it's the best way to please them together. Whatever you want, they'll give. There's a verse in the Bhagavad that says, Akamo sarva kamo va moksha kamudharadi divrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusha param. There are many other practices of bhakti, but this one is very powerful. So whatever you want, they'll give. Akamo sarva kamo. No desire, all desire. Moksha, liberation, or whatever you want in this world. You can achieve it by this. Why? Because it's very pleasing to them. So we chant this mantra and we aspire to, within the complete, everything is included. So we pray for the complete package. Like they may say, do you want the package deal? Or do you want this thing? What is this? You want liberation? Take liberation. You want sense enjoyment? Take sense enjoyment. You want happiness in this world? Take happiness in this world. If someone asks you, what package do you want from the Mahamantra? I want the complete package. Because all the other things are concluded. Right? Everything else is included, but I'll take the complete package. So that is our prayer. And yes. Which package? The whole. All of it. All of it. All of the above. Bhagavan. Bhagavan, God means all opulence, all beauty, all sweetness, all knowledge, all fame, all power, all renunciation. Everything is included. So we pray for that. And we pray for relation with that. That life, nowadays, it's very popular. Spirituality, but no God. Very popular. Yes, we should practice spirituality, but no divinity. What is the meaning of spirituality without divinity? It's theft. Where are these cultures coming from? They're coming from an understanding of the soul and God and the relationship between the soul and God and understanding this world and how to live in this world. So you're taking the soul out and keeping the body and saying, I am practicing spirituality. But we want to understand our relation with God and how to live a God-centered life, God-centered society. Then the community is thriving. Everyone thrives because everyone is that one. It said that God is He who can fulfill all desires, all needs, all wants. Otherwise, we are limited. How much can I can please 1, 2, 3 people, my family? Can I please the whole world? Can I please all of existence? No, that is God's potential. That's God's possibility. It's God's living fact. So if we have God in the center of life, then all beings can thrive, all life can thrive, and we can love and serve all. Christ said, love God, then love each other. We try to love each other and remove God, then we end up, love becomes lust, and we try to fight for each other according to how much I can get, how much I can get. You remove God, then what's left? I love you, that means I want something from you. When I love God, then I love you because I can see God in your super soul present next to you, the soul, super soul in your heart, the self of yourself, then I can love you with respect, honor you with respect. This is our Vedic culture. Namaste means I see the divinity present in your heart. But you remove God, then what is it? Just a fight. Or we can have this high concept, love for all. But why? What is the reason? Why should we love everyone? Why not just take and get the best for ourselves? So we chant this mantra to realize our relationship with God, and then we can have great relationships with everyone. Because we can see that spirit present in the heart of everyone. So we're chanting this Mahamantra, but ultimately this is the love song of the divine couple. Not the love song. Actually, these names are them in sound form. Our conception is that the name of God and God are one. So it's them, they are present in the sound of their name, and all their pastimes, all their lila, all their qualities, all their sweetness, everything is present there too. So who would be the fool to not want to ever chant? We chant. Then we chant this, and then you can open the songbook, and there's 1,000 songs, and the songs will never be finished. They're always being written. They're being written faster than you can sing them. I mean, open the songbook and sing first to last. Okay, you can never come to the end. Now open Mirabai songs, 1,000 there. Open Tukaram's song, 1,000 there. So many saints are writing so many songs. Why? You can never come to the end of songs and love for God. So therefore we are praying, okay, it is complete there in this name. Hare Krishna.